So what is this, like 5 water redeems now? Oh, for the love of P. Alright. Refilled my water. Oh my god, I'm going to have to trade this again! T, what are you doing? Both T and Shaded, I'm drowning! Holy shit. Like, I don't normally drink this much water. This is the most water I've ever had to drink. Period. Not just on stream, but period. Because I'm one of those types of people who doesn't really drink all that much. I drink when I need to, and that's it. This raccoon here is going to be soaked in water. Ew, soaked raccoon. Gross. Gross. I can't let you take the time gear. Moist raccoon! Moist raccoon. Oh god, why? Please, listen! We didn't come to steal your time gear. Really. Don't lie to me. EoSky used his telepathy to tell me what happened. I know the time gear from Fogbound Lake was stolen. You heard about it from EoSky? That was your doing, wasn't it? It wasn't us! Then who's responsible? That would probably be... me. Who are you? Grovile. That's Grovile? I must apologize, but I'll be taking that time gear. Ah! Stand aside. I won't. I won't let you take the time gear. Then I have no choice. Mesprit! You lost that fight. You sustained serious damage. Don't push it. Grovile tastes nuts. Really? Really, dude? You're not getting by us. We won't let you take the time gear. Alright. Sorry for this. Yeah. He's so fast. Forgive me. I have no quarrel with any of you, but I'm taking that time gear. No. I'm sorry. EoSky must not have been talking about you, but that Pokemon. I'm sorry for doubting you. Removing Control and Alt from 50% keyboards? Then how exactly would half keyboards actually manage to pull up, like, Task Manager or something like that? Because, just saying, Task Manager is kind of an important function for any computer anywhere. Oh. And, thank you for the follow! Let's see if I can read this correctly. King is Male, 2002. YT. Welcome to Synapse. We host all types of wanderers here, yourself included. Mystery Dungeon is a really big part of my childhood. And my growth as a person, actually. I will always love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We have to get out of here. Why? Because the static electricity will ruin your day. It will make you poof like a balloon. What's happening? It's happening because the thief took the time gear. Time in this area will come to a standstill. Excuse me? If we don't hurry, we'll be trapped in here. Hurry. Run with your might. Sorry, run with all your might. And with that, Arid Area has been revealed. That means we could start encountering dungeons around there. And further, take missions in some of the other dungeons around here, too. Chapter 12. The only option. Thank you for helping with our criminal investigation. We have Mesprit under protection. Her safety is assured. We are dedicating all resources to the pursuit of Grovile. If you come across any information related to this case, please let us know. No spoilers. We must all cooperate to bring this criminal to justice. That is all. Now please, excuse us. My. I'm absolutely astonished. So there was a lake near deep under the northern desert? And that wasn't all? A time gear was also there. Yes, but about that time gear. Grovile took off with it. We couldn't even slow him down. It's just the same as not getting anything done at all. That's not true, by golly. You did great work. Hey, I think so too. Team Synapse can be really proud. But it's a shame all about this whole thing. There's no clue telling us what we should do next, right? Hey, if we had only one tiny hint. I must agree. Where will Grovile strike next? Had Trico as a partner with Charmander. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good set of Pokemon to have for a beginner. I know when I first played this specific Mystery Dungeon game, I think I used Trico and either Eevee or Mudkip. But then again, I also just like grass types, so that also didn't help. You're playing against his mastery with Jaina 2,300 hours on a single character? Jeez. That's quite a bit of time they've spent with a single character. I don't play all too much League, but I definitely couldn't play a MOBA just using one specific character. I'm one of the types that tries to be flexible for a situation. So yes, I will actually go out of my way to play at least 2 different healers, 2 different defenders, 2 different attackers, 2 different all-arounders, that type of stuff. Just so I can pick and choose. Yes, League is a MOBA, by default, by its definition. We have no way of knowing. Too bad the opportunity to catch him slipped away. We're back to square one. Maybe not. Not necessarily. Deskmar, sir. There are some clues. One time gear was at Fogbound Lake, guarded by EoSky, correct? Another time gear was at Underground Lake, guarded by Mesprit. That reminds me. Mesprit told us something interesting. They knew the time gear from Fogbound Lake was stolen. EoSky alerted her by telepathy. Incredible. Now that really is something. I should have known. There's an ancient legend. It's believed that EoSky is the being of knowledge, and Mesprit, being of emotion. But there are 3 Pokemon in total that represent the spiritual world, and are said to keep our world in balance. Only spent 330 hours on League. Yeah, that's a more reasonable frame of time. But then again, some people will dedicate their everything to a game or a series of games that they really, really like. I've seen it happen. I've also done it. Stares at Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. 3. So besides EoSky and Mesprit, there's a 3rd Pokemon? Yes. The last of them, Azelf, the being of willpower. EoSky and Mesprit are both guarding time gears. Therefore, Azelf may likely be doing the same. Oh, I see. If we can locate Azelf, we may be able to find a time gear with the Pokemon, and have a chance at seeing that thief Grovile appear. Correct. Those 3 Pokemon, EoSky, Mesprit, Azelf, all 3 are said to dwell at lakes. It's a fact that both EoSky and Mesprit were encountered at lakes. As such, I believe Azelf will be found at a lake somewhere too. Let's search in mind. Let's keep something in mind. EoSky's lake was located on a high plateau. Mesprit's lake was hidden far beneath the desert. In both cases, the lakes were in unusual places. So the lake where Azelf lives. It will be somewhere we least expect it to be. I get it now. You're saying we shouldn't look for water in the usual places.
My. I commend you on your wisdom, Dusknoir, sir.
4,000 hours in CSGO? Criminy! Well, then again, I don't have a room to speak.
I feel renewed admiration for you.
Thank you. It's really nothing. No, we too revere you. First it was you, Dusknoir, sir, who directed us to the northern desert. Turned out there was a time gear far below. So, sir, your insight was entirely correct.
So maybe the other places we searched, the Eastern Forest, Crystal Cave. Those places could still be hiding their secrets from us.
Ah, I have an idea. Bidoof. Yup, you want me? What can I do for you? I have a request. That crystal you picked up previously. May I borrow it briefly? My crystal? No, siree! That's my precious treasure, by golly! Of course, but rest assured, we won't take it away, or do anything of the sort. Now, Casey, there's something I would like you to do. Touch that crystal.
I should touch it.
If a secret remains hidden in Crystal Cave, the moment Casey touches that crystal, it'll trigger the dimensional scream. It may trigger a vision. Used to participate in CSGO. That would do it. That would be one of the bigger reasons. Going into a tournament would require a lot of practice by itself. That's to say nothing about all the time that you'd be spending in the game just to be seated at that tournament. Credit where it's due. Nice work.
I see. So that's what this is about.
Dimensional Scream? What's that?
It's this ability Casey has. Sometimes when Casey touches something, she'll have a vision of an event in the past or future that involves it. Really?
Hey. There's really an ability like that?
I desperately wish to borrow the crystal because of Casey's ability. Please, may we? Ooh, okay. I can't refuse a reason like that. Hey, 2,000 euros for a local tournament is still pretty good. That means you've got some skill. Quite a bit of it.
This crystal. What's it gonna reveal?
I'd also like to say congratulations, because it takes a lot to win a tournament. Let alone do well.
I don't know if I'll see anything, but I need to concentrate.
Well, Casey?
Here it comes.
Now I'll take it. The time gear. No, you can't take it. Never.
Grovyle was trying to steal a time gear. There was another Pokemon. Was that a Zelf? Anyway. The crystal did trigger a vision. What'd you see? There seemed to be a lot of crystals and blue scenery around Zelf. And Grovyle was there trying to steal the time gear.
See, never got into a global tournament because you're too young, such that makes sense. Last one was Bull because 2 top 300 players placed on the same team. Yeah, that does seem a little suspect. And that's actually hilarious. You could get kicked from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament if you stank. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because you're introducing an unnecessary irritant into the game. You're effectively attempting to change what a person will do by introducing an extra variable that you don't need to. So it makes sense that you would have to have at least a neutral scent in order to go to a card game tournament like that. Because by itself, sure, card games do require you to be a bit. They require you to think a lot about how you want to do your moves and everything. So introducing some way to disrupt your thinking is by itself a form of would make sense for a form of cheating. Because you're effectively disrupting a person from being able to play at at the top of their game. Top 2.11%, not even top 20k. That's still really good, skill-wise. Credit where it's due.
You saw Grovyle knock out a Pokemon? One that you'd never seen before. And he tried to steal a time gear?
Your ability is thrilling.
How'd you get to see all that, by golly? It's mighty hard for me to grasp.
Hey, Casey. That Pokemon you couldn't recognize, do you think it was a Zelf?
Yeah. I have a question. Did you see the past or the future? That's a good question. Considering that we've only seen 4 time gears be stolen, I want to assume that it might be the future. But I'm not sure.
Well then, if it's impossible to tell the visions of the future of the past, we might as well assume it's a past event. If that's the case, the time gear may have already been stolen.
Ah! We may be too late?
Moved on from competitive CSGO. Honestly, that's fair. Though that is, you're right on that one. Less toxicity? League. League of Legends, the MOBA that effectively defined the mindset, is less toxic? That's impressive. Everyone, please, hold on. Yes, it's true that it may have been a vision of the past, but it could have been a vision of the future, as Casey was already mentioning. If you'd be so kind, remind us what Mesprit said, Celiana. Who informed Mesprit via telepathy at time you were stolen? If I remember correctly, you said it was EoSky, no?
Yes, you're not mistaken.
But the name is Elf.
Never heard it. I mean, I only know the name because you mentioned it, Duskmore.
And there's a chance. If Mesprit claimed as Elf had alerted her about the stolen time gear, Casey's dimensional scream would surely be from the past. They're getting beaten up They're getting beaten up by their own teammates. What the fuck? Seriously? That really doesn't sound right. Like, that sounds like absolute cancer. Get Mystic Mind and surrender. uh, I wouldn't say that, honestly. I wouldn't say that shaded, considering you're able to understand League, and for me at least, I've played League. To me, it's a foreign language. But then again, I'm also very adapted to card games. I'm very adapted into specific rules and specific laws, and MOBAs don't exactly follow that. They encourage people to be creative. They encourage people to be very moment by moment clever. And for me at least, I'm not moment to moment clever. I'm thinky clever. Yeah, and me, I tend to play a defensive style with games across the board, but even then, I'm not great at capitalizing on a person's mistakes. Recognizing them, by far, I'm very good at that. If the times I played Armello can say anything. But that was not the case. Mesprit didn't mention his elf, therefore, it's possible the event happens in the future.
I see.
One more point, and this is a sure thing. Upon touching the crystal, Casey experienced the scream. The vision indicated the presence of a time gear, which means
Maybe what we seek is in the Crystal Cave. Perhaps there's a passage there that leads to a time gear.
Yeah, maybe there is.
Of course, we may already be too late, or we may still have time. As long as a chance remains, we must never give up. It's our only option.
Hey, absolutely. There's no other choice. We have to pin our hopes on this.
Good thinking, Dusk Noir, sir.
Yep. I'm all fired up with excitement.
Let's go, everyone. Let's search Crystal Cave.
Duskmore, sir. There's only one thing to do, and that's explore the cave. Let's go! The whole guild will be involved. Onward to Crystal Cave! Guildmaster, please, issue the call to duty. Guildmaster? Guildmaster? Guildmaster, are you with us? Pasta ravioli. Huh? Orange souffles. Cream pies. Hey, you've got to be kidding.
Is he asleep?
With his eyes wide open? Ew! Guildmaster is so very charming.
Would you all suppose he took to snoozing?
I think that maybe he's been asleep from the get-go.
Oh no! This just won't do. Everyone might notice the Guildmaster is sleeping! I must rouse him somehow. Guildmaster! 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 Shut up.
Hello there, Hello there. Hope you're doing well, Montigator. Glitching a bit. I think I know who you are. It also doesn't surprise me there's a Super Sentai deck. They're always... You highlighted it yourself. If you think it might be a group of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, it is. It probably is. Gah.
Yes, Guildmaster. Take it from the top. There was... Everyone, we're going after Grovile. Yunta!
I'll accompany you to Crystal Cave. Let's do our best, everyone. Actually, no way. I might not know who you are, Montigator. I'm sorry. My head glitches a lot. But regardless, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice night, day, evening, morning. Yep, I thought so. So that means you are, friend. Bah. I'm hard glitched. My apologies. Anka / Monty. Actually, you also went by Haru for a time, if I remember correctly.
Let's head out to Crystal Cave.
This also means I'm going to get more supplies. Let's see. Insector, which is a Common Rider Kabuto reference. Okay. Wait, I think I have boxes. Yep, I do. Look at it, 7 of them, so that's about... Yes, again... I do talk to you on Discord. I hard glitched. There's no probably about it. We do talk on Discord, and The inner machinations of my mind are a mystery, and unfortunately, part of the mystery is I lose my everything. I lose my everything super quickly. I'm just an incredibly scatterbrained person. Junior Beam. I think that's for Mime Junior. A combustion item. Pichu item. For the most, I am somewhat of a fan of Pokemon, but I'm weird in the fact that I don't like the main series Pokemon games all that much. I more prefer the side games like Mystery Dungeon, like Colosseum, like Pokemon Colosseum, where Pokemon isn't afraid of being darker, a little bit edgier. Oh right, Legends came out recently. I should remember that, because Teonos was playing it at one point too. Apparently, he seems to like some of the mechanics of it, even if it's a little restricting in places, or tedious in others. It does look really nice, and come to think of it, one of my parents has a Switch now, actually. I may consider playing that at some point, but I wouldn't have a way of recording it, so I guess I'm gonna have to invest in a capture card at some point. You know what? Let's feed Chomp Steve a gummy or 3. Suplex and Ursaring! No! What did the poor bear ever do to you? He's an adorable bear! Besides, Ursaring would totally just suplex you back. It's got the arms. It's got the arms. You can't deny it. The bear from hell. Ursaring would just whip you in a fight. Yeah, honestly, I wish I was able to play Colosseum again, because I know actually about a hack of Colosseum XD that changes a lot of things and effectively makes it a new game. But unfortunately, I can't play it either, because, well, the obvious. I do know how to work Dolphin a little bit, but even then, it's a matter of actually being able to get the appropriate rips, and it's a pain. If I can figure it out, I would totally like to do, like, an entire playthrough of Pokemon Colosseum or whatnot. Right, Ghost Trick was another one I wanted to take a look at. Not just the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck, but also the DS game. It's a nice story-based game. Ooh, an extra boost in IQ. And because someone's gonna have to do it at some point. You can't see it, but I'm smiling like a loon. What can you do with this grimy food? It was only going to be a matter of time. Whoa, this is... I can't with this game. I can't with this game. Mill's grimy food. This is the god's drink!
Never before has a heavenly, super special, incredible miracle combination flavor like this have ever been experienced! Casey is enjoying a flavor that's so out of this world that's going to flowers for Algernon, her entire taste buds, to the point that everything that she tastes here on the 4th is going to be absolute, complete, and utter bollocks and shit! Ugh!
Actually increase her IQ.
It was literally so good it made her smarter. Wow.
But answering your query, Haru,
the way I'm recording all of this is specifically through the means that Twitch doesn't like you saying. So, in other words, an Emily, as I'm going to codename it from here on forth. There's an Emily by the name of Desmume, and if you look in the right places, I will never tell where, then it is possible to play Explorers of Sky. Again, the reason why I'm doing this is because a DS capture card is impossible to find. Straight up. Even if you were to look in the right places to actually find one, it will cost you upwards of $800 US. It is not worth it in the slightest. I've always been of the mindset to endorse means of letting people play games through conservation efforts, and Emily's are one of the ways to do that. What I don't support is any type of cheating. Then I'll tell you on Discord. Don't worry about it. We'll square that away. We'll square that away another time. For now, secret power. Inflicts damage, may also trigger other effects depending on the dungeon terrain. I think I'm gonna bank that, just in case. It'd be nice if I could, like, find a Pokemon that can use Recycle. Because, again, that's another TM I've got that I could use. Specifically so I can teach that to a Pokemon, not waste the TM. Like I've already done once. I hate you, game. I'm gonna have to withdraw 800. Alright, how much more will I need to withdraw? Just 800. Okay, good, good. I just realized, I went through that entire dungeon and I didn't find a single Reviver Seed? Not a one. Not a one? Okay. Yeah, I actually do know about lycanthropy, because, little moment to say this. My sister did buy a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards at one point. She got, like, 3 copies of lycanthropy, along with a couple copies of Earth Chant, and I believe... I forget the specific unit, but they were called into the field via synthesis spell, as well, I believe. They're not a bad unit, they just need a bit more setup than what might be allowed in some cases. I've got a lot of Iron Thorns. Sure, I'll take those out. And at that, I'm also gonna need an extra Reviver Seed. My stock isn't looking that great, because I haven't been able to do any missions lately. Because it's been story quest after story quest after story quest, with no time to do missions. I'm gonna need to pick up more at some point. Such, I believe I do get an opportunity. I'm not sure. Aw, really? Lycanthropy sucks? That's kind of a shame. Actually, thinking about it, I think there is one deck that I do want to do at some point. A specific Beast Warrior deck. It's a Beast/Beast Warrior deck. Because I already have my plant deck settled, at least partially. Because I am investing in plants, such. Yes, I'm Cancer. Do I just go to Crystal Cave? I don't. It's been a while. I don't remember. Yes, I do. So this is Crystal Cave. Somewhere inside here, there should be a passage to go to a Zelf. But it will take us forever if we search every step of the way. Let's try to go as deep as we can to start.
Tri-Brigade.
Oh gods. I think I've heard of Tri-Brigade. I got whipped by one of those online, I think. Ooh, Geopebble. Might be useful. I forget what that Pokemon is. What? Oh, that's a Spike. Looks at the Danger Noodle. Who's that Pokemon? Other than adorable. It's an adorable Danger Noodle.
Let's see. Link, meta, and you can link summon in your opponent's turn using a trap.
Interesting. Maybe when the stream's over, I'll, like, open up Master Duel and take a look at that set. Because you got me curious. Hey, it's a Beldum! Nah. It's gonna take a while for me to be able to evolve it anyway. Because if I remember correctly, within the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, evolution is something that you get post-game. Specifically post-game. And you gotta go through quite a few hoops to get it, too. Or rather, specifically for your main character and your partner character have to go through a lot of hoops. Otherwise, the Pokemon can just go to the specific place to evolve, and voila. In some cases, they do require tribute of item, and you will need to work for those items. Oh, you will need to work for those items.
Yep, Lycanthropy is the Pokemon I thought.
Or the Yu-Gi-Oh card I thought it was. My sister actually has a couple of copies of that. Like, physical. Ooh, Petroscarf. It's at least 300 Poke. It's an okay item to have if you are anticipating going into a dungeon with a lot of poison. Can Fire Fang actually hit? It was a mistake to get Fire Fang. Holy shit. I am missing left, right, center, and sideways. Oranberry, good. Recovering my stock of those, because, oh gods, I used a lot of... I forgot I don't have any... I don't have any berries. That's a problem. Oh, yeah. That's right. You're right on that one, then. Lycanthropy kind of is trash. That's a shame. Because nowadays, if you don't have effect monsters, you're kind of SOL. Granted, there are some monsters that are like, hey, yo, this counts as a normal monster. This counts as a normal monster in specific situations. Gemini monsters actually count like that. When they're first summoned out, they count as normal monsters. Then you could normal summon them again in order to turn them into ability monsters. Actually, if I remember correctly, there's at least one Gemini monster within, set that. Dragunity, sorry. There's a Gemini monster within Dragunity, if I remember correctly, but it's not recommended for that to be within the deck. Jump, Steve. You good? You need some extra air support?
There we go. As someone that's played Chemicritters a lot, Gemini monsters aren't great.
Noted. Actually, if anything, I think my Dragunities might need a bit of cleaning up too, specifically because, holy hell, there are a lot of Dragunity monsters. Ah! Celia. Thank you. Chomp Steve. You doing alright up there? Okay, good. There's a room there. In order to get to it, it's gonna require this room. Donk. Ah. Geopebble. Yeah, I think that's about all I can explore in this. Ah! Burn. Not interested, Beldum. You know what? Sure. Let's have a snack. If anyone wants to name it, I'll take suggestions. Actually... Civiper D. My name's Civiper D, anyway. Slash tail. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Welcome to Team Synapse.